Hi, and I am finally back with another video. I know it's been over 2 weeks since I recorded last, but I am holding a figure that I've been looking for months now, and I finally have it. So let's go ahead and get into the unboxing and review of the NECA 40th Anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Okay, so starting off as normal, I'll give you a look at the box. It has as usual, the cover of the box is also the cover of the movie. It says, "Who will survive and what will be left of them? America's most bizarre and brutal crimes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What happened is true. Now the motion picture, that's just as real." Okay. Sides over here, Texas Chainsaw, the NECA figures, logo, and the real toys. It's all around. And we got the little description on the back, which I will try to read without stuttering. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the tragic tale of 5 young friends who venture into rural Texas one hot afternoon and become victims in one of the most bizarre and brutal crimes in Travis County history. Many of them meet a horrific end at the hands of the murderous lunatic Leatherface in what comes to be known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie is amazing, by the way. It's kind of dated because the movie's pushing 50, but for what it is, it's still amazing. Got a nice screenshot of the figure over here. And let's look at what we got here. Alright, I love how the background is like the taxidermy wall from the movie. I mentioned that in 30 Days of Fright. I should have thrown up a screenshot of it. Okay, we got an extra head here, the chainsaw, and a bunch of murder weapons here. I know this ring light is kind of distracting on this glare here, but anyway, let's go ahead and take it out the box. Okay, not that this is important, but I say it in every video. Taking this out the box was pretty simple. Like, all these little weapons in here had this little plastic cover over it, so all I had to do was peel that off. Everything came right out with it. But starting off, good look at the face here, which I can't remember the actor who played Leatherface, but you don't really see a lot of his face here, but the mask design is really amazing right here. You see all the stitches. Looks like a little bit of a hair coming through a hole right here. The teeth, spot on with the movie. Nice and gross and disturbing, but kick-ass figure. Tie's a little bent right here, but I mean, I can find a way to shrink that down. Alright, now he has on this apron, and it looks like it's made of some kind of cloth, but it's also coated with, like, feels almost leathery, no pun intended, but it could be rubber. I'm not real sure what this is made of, but it feels pretty nice, and it's staying down. It's tied up in the back, so it looks like this is actually removable, but I'm not going to be doing that. Movement. Hopefully his legs won't fall off like Freddy did. Shoulder joints right here. That's as far out as they'll go. Nice. Actually pretty smooth. There's a little bit of resistance to it, but nothing compared to the other ones. Going up and down. Little resistance, but also smooth. Elbow joints. Oh, this already feels like the best made NECA figure I've reviewed so far, just from movement alone. Now, as for design, that's debatable, because some of the Freddy ones look spot on, but just movement alone, this is already feeling nice. What do we got here? I'm not going to make him do the kicks anymore, but you can move his legs back and forth. That's as far as I'm going to go, because on my last video, his legs fell off. He does have joints here. You can make them split a little bit. Knee joints, little bit tight, but still passable. Oh, that one is a lot tighter, so I'm not going to force that. It feels like, yeah, he's got a little bit of ankle joint, so you can kind of make him lean a little. But that's really all there is to say about the figure. Yeah, looks like, yeah, you can probably actually untie this apron and have him remove it, but I know him for having the apron on, so I'm going to leave it on. And okay, so that's about it for the figure itself. Let's get into accessories. Alright, looks like we got a buffet of murder weapons, but first off, I'm gonna go with the extra head. This is I believe it's the face he puts on, spoilers, towards the end of the movie, where he has the lipstick and eyelashes on and everything, which, actually looking at it, I'm not real sure about that, but, or is this like, I don't know. It looks like this is towards the end of the movie, Looks like the mask is kind of peeling off, and the fact it's made of human skin. He's got a hole in his head here, which is really disturbing. That is so disgusting and amazing. I love it. Alright, now the most important thing is the chainsaw. Feels kind of rubbery. I did notice that the blade does bend a little bit, but it's actually a lot more stable than I expected it to be. I thought it would be really flimsy. But that's really all there is to say. Nice blood splatter on it. And, what else is there? Oh, that is nice. That's attention to detail. You can see, like, the paint kind of chipping a little. And there's blood splatter coming out of the, I guess, where the motor would be. I don't really know. I've never used an actual gas-powered chainsaw. But that looks like it for the chainsaw. But, see, this is why I love the NECA figures. They could have just made a yellow and silver chainsaw and threw it out. But they actually added the very specific detail of all the blood splatter and the paint chipping. Like, add a little wear and tear to it. So that is really kick-ass. Now let's get into other weapons. The meat hook. Not meat hook, meat hammer. The meat hook is right here. So, two very iconic parts of the movie. The first kill in the movie actually takes place with this. And then the second girl that gets caught gets thrown on the meat hook. Now, if it might have been too much, but if they could have added like a stand that can actually hold the hook, that would have been kind of cool. But almost like a Dead by Daylight stand, which I'm pretty sure is what inspired Dead by Daylight. But, and we still have a bloody hook, so I mean, it's nice to have. This looks, I don't remember this, but it looks like a filleting knife of some sort. I don't remember this from the movie or the meat cleaver, but I mean, I know they had to have been in there somewhere because Leatherface just has all kinds of weapons, and the family that lives in the house with him are just the creepiest family who just have who knows how many murder weapons in there. But yeah, like, aside from not remembering these two, everything else is pretty straightforward. The meat hook and the meat hammer. I keep saying meat hook when I grab the hammer. I don't know why. It's been a long weekend. But I like how there's blood here, so it looks like somebody escaped from it, or he just pulled somebody off of it. Then the hammer, just, you gotta use it just to clock somebody one good time. That's it. Alright, but that's really about all I can say about this figure, so I'm gonna go ahead and pose them up and give my final thoughts. Alright, so on some final notes, I am happy to say NECA has really done it again. Now, I know the last couple figures I've done have been hit or miss. I've had amazing ones, I've had disappointing ones, but this is definitely an amazing one. I have wanted this figure since I got into figure collecting, and now I finally have it. Here displayed. Got him, like he's about to slice somebody with the chainsaw, because you just got to. I didn't change the head just because I didn't really want to. But great movement, great design, great accessories. Everything about this figure is just awesome. So if you're a figure collector, this is one I would highly recommend. I mean, and if you're just a fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's a cool accessory to have. But for sure, NECA's Leatherface, awesome figure. Go out and get it. Alright, on some final notes of this video. Now that the holidays are over, I will finally actually have more time to sit down and record videos and actually go out and get more figures. But this figure was actually gifted to me for Christmas, so thank you for the person that got it. And the second figure I will be reviewing in the next video is another one that was gifted to me for Christmas. So the next video will be the Boys Starlight NECA figure. I am really excited for this because The Boys is my favorite TV show right now, and they make awesome figures for it. But that's going to do it for me on this video. I will see you all in the next video where I will be reviewing the Starlight figure. So thanks for watching, and as always, rock on.